Hi, my name's Nigel O'Shea and I'm the CEO of Global Electronic Trading, or Get Financial. We have an award-winning online trading platform called the Get Trader. We're licensed by ASIC in equities or securities and derivatives, and you can find out more information on us from our website at getfinancial.com.au. Today's recorded webinar will outline areas in the Get Trader where we believe that you should be able to develop in your own time, but we're going to show you things including placing and viewing orders, quick start guides in the platform in different asset classes, the accounts page which includes all of your cash and open positions, and customizing the look and feel of your workspace, leading to you being ultimately able to set it up the way you feel comfortable with. If you haven't already, you can download a simulation platform. This will allow you to set up your pages and get navigation tips, etc. If you haven't done this, again, it's available from our website at getfinancial.com.au. It's a free trial, and coverage of each of the asset classes, and if we just remain centric on stocks at this stage, it'll show you how to do all sorts of things in relation to stocks by way of video and also verbal and written explanation. It'll give you basic instructions and navigation tips throughout the whole platform, and then you can put it into practice on the simulation platform. In relation to the stocks quick start guide, you'll see from the cursor that we have it placed at the top here on stocks. You simply click on that and it will bring up this getting started. You then move your cursor into stocks, click on that icon, and it will bring up the quick start guide in relation to how to place stock orders and other things that may be of interest to you in relation to stock trading, monitoring risks, etc., etc. Enable trading, and this video will continue to scroll. You can also look at different things in relation to stocks by selecting any of the live icons that are available there. The cursor will move automatically for you, prices and trade, etc., how to set up your pages in relation to creating watch lists or anything else that we deem may be important for you in learning how to navigate. Most users of the platform will be wanting to watch certain things that are moving in the market, particular stocks and the stocks that they're interested in. Therefore, we create, or you can create, what we call a watch list so that you can monitor these stocks while the markets are open. You can keep track of different things like the share 200 index, put in highs and lows for the particular stock concerned, show percentage changes and amounts, and the bid and ask price of where the stock's being bought and sold in the marketplace on the ASX. You go to the tools section, and in here you will find a number of different things that you can look at when looking for prices and trade, which is our watch list which we're about to develop, and the platform will automatically drop in a prices and trade screen. You then need to start or begin to add instruments. You simply move your mouse into the add instrument box, single click. If you're not sure of the code, then you simply click on the browse for a new instrument button, and that will drop in all the exchanges that are available in relation to equities on the Australian or other stock exchanges for that matter. You simply look for the Australian Stock Exchange, click on the plus sign, and then search through for your stock. If you do know the code, you can simply, in the add instrument box, you can simply type in the code for the relevant stock. Be aware that there are CFDs here as well. You are looking for EQ representing equities, and you're looking for BHP on the Australian Stock Exchange. note here that BHP is listed on other exchanges. The ASX represents Australia. You simply click on that code and it will drop the price in for you and continually update as the market moves forward. Obviously there'll be no updates when the markets are closed. If you then want to write up here or add things or delete things that are not relevant to you, again it is a right click and you're looking for settings. You then choose your columns and your columns will then come up. If you have another way to find assets or shares or currencies or anything else you're looking for on the platform is to go to the Instrument Explorer. The Instrument Explorer is in the Tools section, and you then go to Instrument Explorer. It will then look for anything on the platform if you know the code. If you're not sure of the code, then you simply click on the plus sign next to the individual asset class and it will drop in, as we saw before, all the individual exchanges. You can then drill down further to find the individual stock that you're looking for. Customizing or workspace customizing is quite important. Each individual will require different things that they're wanting to look at. We advise that you keep it as simple as possible with as much information on one page as you need without making it too busy. We'll show you how to customize your workspaces by drawing down different sections of the trading platform, which you can utilize on certain pages, either specific to individual assets, specific to individual stocks. Charts are another aspect of the platform that you can utilize in a variety of different ways. Simply by going again to the Tools section on the menu bar, you'll be able to draw down charts, or alternatively by clicking on the individual, right-clicking on the individual code for the instrument that you're looking at, you can draw up a chart, and we'll go into charts as well and show you some of the features of those. So here we have a watch list on Australian stocks, which we've built no differently to how we showed you earlier. We now want to chart a particular stock. In this instance, let's say it's BHP. You simply right click on BHP and go down to charts, and it will drop in a chart for you on BHP. Within this charting section of the platform, you have a different time series which you can look at and choose. If we choose daily, then it will drop in a daily chart. If you don't like looking at the bar high low close, which is what is showing at the moment, you can simply click on the drop down arrow and choose whichever method or whichever mode you're happy with or comfortable with. In this case, we're choosing candlesticks, and it will drop in a candlesticks chart on BHP. So we've got BHP on the Australian Stock Exchange as an equity, on a daily chart as a candlestick. Similarly, in here you have a number of different menu items across the top here, one being crosshairs. You can choose which type of crosshairs you like. Freeform crosshairs will move the cursor up and down and give you a value on the right hand side as to where the cursor is at the time on the particular chart. In addition, we have a number of different technical analysis studies which will differ between users. You can simply click through these and choose those which you are most happy with or most comfortable with. If it's a moving average, you simply click on the moving average. It will give you the settings which are predetermined. You can change these if you wish. You can change the colors, and it will then drop in a moving average on the chart for you once you're comfortable with on it. And on your keyboard, hit delete, and the moving average. Methods of developing pages. The first one is a view, which are the actual asset classes that we've coded here, or developing new pages. It may be charts or news or something along similar lines. You set those up, and then in your panels within those, as a subset if you like of those views, you have a variety of information which you can choose. If you want to add additional views to your platform or your trader, you simply move your cursor onto this third line from the top here and right click. If you want to add a view, you simply click on Add View, and it will bring up a blank page for you with no title. Information you might want to put in here can be obtained on the top line here, these menu items. If it's stocks, for example, you may want to put in a stock order panel. You simply left click and you move and size that to wherever you want to put it on the page. It may be that you also want to have a prices and watch screen on here for a different market, say an offshore market for example. You simply click on the tools button and add in prices and trade. It again will drop in a prices and trade screen. You may also want to have, for example, scrolling news. In the news section you have streaming news, or it may be an economic calendar that you're looking to place into this particular page. The streaming news, you simply click on it and it will put in a box of streaming news and request headlines. You want to rename this view to be more consistent with what you have in this section of the platform. You go to Properties, and your title, you simply highlight your title and change it to let's say Sample. Click OK, and you will note now that so in this new view called Sample, we now have a prices and trade screen which we've obtained from Tools. And it may be that we're also looking to add a news page, which we did earlier, by simply going to the news section. You now wanted to move these particular screens to a different area. You'll see these arrow boxes come up, and you simply move onto these boxes and it will move the panel in the direction that you wanted. Similarly with the news, if you wanted the news at the bottom of the page, you simply click it down onto the down arrow and it will drop it into the bottom of the page for you. This therefore allows you to add a variety of different things. It may be also you want an economic calendar there, which is fine, and you can then start adding additional things to this particular page that you're looking to build, relevant to the things that you want. Trading conditions are an important part of the platform if you're looking to trade derivatives such as foreign exchange, futures or CFDs. It outlines for you the conditions that are available given the current market conditions. You can check what's available to trade for CFDs, for example, what is shortable, the margins and the minimum and maximum trade size, and for futures, contract expiry. Item labelled account, you'll find a variety of information, one of them being the trading conditions. Simply click on trading conditions and it will bring up every asset and asset class and asset within that class and the trading conditions which apply on this trading platform. If we're looking at stock trading conditions, you simply click in the select a list type and choose stock trading conditions, and it will tell you the trading conditions on the Australian Stock Exchange. In this example, it will show you the minimum commission that's paid, relevant to the particular account of the particular client. For other asset classes such as currencies, it will show you margins, minimum trade amounts, any minimum ticket thresholds, whether they're major, minor or exotic trading currencies, etc., etc. generally in the trading conditions, the commissions and commission thresholds will be indicative only, and each individual client will have their own agreement in place. Important part of obviously trading is being able to place orders so that you can actually get exposure to the market or limit exposure to the market when you're already involved with it, and we'll show you how to place orders from the trading platform now. And in this particular instance for stocks, you simply go to the menu button at the top again, click on stocks and click what you're looking to do, whether it be a stock order or a stock trade. An order is an order where you are looking to buy at a lower level than the current market price, for example, and a stock trade is an order where you're looking to buy at the current market price. Simply click on stock orders and it will drop in a stock order screen, which we can then populate with the relevant stock that we're interested in this case BHP. Again, remembering that BHP trades on a variety of exchanges, Australia, New York and London, therefore ASX is the relevant code for Australia. If you click on that, it will now populate your screen. You will note that it's got a long code as well for the individual stock. It is very important that you do check these to make sure that you have the right code and it is the right company that you're looking to invest in. You're looking to buy. At this stage it's a limit order. Well, it will be a limit order because the price will be below the current market order, and you have a duration where you can choose the period of time you want this order to work. GTC represents good till cancelled. In other words, the order will remain working in the marketplace until you physically come in and cancel it. A day order is an order that will cancel automatically at the close of the exchange or business day on the particular day concerned, in other words at 4 o'clock in the afternoon for Australia. 1 week, 1 month, end of week, etc. Or you can select a date which may be before you go on holidays, or alternatively something like an ex-dividend date which may be relevant to the individual stock concerned. You then put in the amount you are looking to purchase, as you would if you were ringing up on the phone. In this case we're looking to purchase 1,000 BHP shares as a limit, good till cancelled, at a price of, let's say, $33. Put in the price that is relevant to you and you will see that the estimated total is the face value that you will have to have in your account to do this transaction. You place that order and the platform will send you back a confirmation. We encourage you to read these to make sure that what you have done is what you want to do. It is a lot easier to change now than once the order has been completed at an incorrect price. Once you are happy with that, you can either close this box or print it out for your records, and you will then see that your orders will go to the working orders placed in seconds. You can also right click on the individual code on your watch list and simply come in and click on place an order as well, if that is easier for you. You can also place a different type of order. In this case it would be a market order whereby you are looking to buy a particular stock at the current market price. You'll see here that if we put in 1,000 shares of BHP again check that you have the right codes. You will see that the current market price on BHP is $33.44 bid, in other words where someone is looking to buy them, and $33.45 ask or offered is where someone's offering and therefore selling those shares. You'll see down here that you have a total of $33.356. If you were to sell these shares at $33.44 with commission, that is the amount of cost that would be incurred, you would receive, and cost incurred is on the other side of the cursor. If you have delayed data, which a lot of you will have, then you need to come into this bottom section to do exactly the same transaction. Now, instead of a limit order, it is a market order. You simply click on market and put your amount in down here, 1,000 shares, and click place order, and it will go to the marketplace and place that order, and you will see you have an immediate confirmation that those shares have now been purchased on the Australian Stock Exchange with a commission and a price and a value date, which will be 2 days hence. The order then, the account summary section is probably one of the more important sections in the platform from a risk management and credit management point of view. It actually shows you all the relevant things to your account, including unrealized profit and loss, amounts invested in the equity market as shares. If you have any derivatives, it will show you margins and unrealized profit and loss on those derivatives. It will show you a cash component of your account, and it will also show you all your open positions which are currently being dictated to and priced by the market. If you're wanting to see what's in your account, and most of you will, then you need to go to your account section of the platform. You can either build a new page specific to what you're looking for in your account area, and all the information is contained here, or alternatively the simulation platform will come with an account section already built for you and will look something like this. The figures up here are relative to non-margin positions. The non-margin positions represents the value, current market value of your stock portfolio, and it is going to be moving as the markets move. The unrealized margin, profit and loss, is if you have any derivatives such as futures, CFDs or currencies. Then as open positions, your unrealized profit and loss will appear in the unrealized margin, profit and loss. The cost to close is the figure that represents the commission applicable to liquidating or closing every position in your portfolio. The sum of those is the unrealized value of all your positions. The cash balance is the cash that you have deposited into the account, less or plus or minus any realized profits or losses. And the transactions not booked are any transactions that have been done in the last 24 hours that haven't been processed by the back office function. That could include deposits or withdrawals of cash or purchases of shares. You then will have a total account value, which is the sum of all of these figures above and is translated over